What's up, all you lovely learners in learning land? Tyler from 10thumbspro.com coming at you with another ukulele tutorial like we do every single Wednesday and Saturday. And today we're talking about rhythm, specifically how to take a normal chord progression and make it come alive with some very advanced rhythm techniques. I'll be playing an electric ukulele with the low G, but acoustic, low G, high G, you can follow along with any ukulele. Printable tabs for this tutorial and all our tutorials by becoming a Patreon. You will see a link up here in the notes, a link to this direct tab pinned in the first comment of the comment section with some timestamps to jump to the part of the lesson that you're learning and accelerate your learning. Additional links in the description, including my email if you want some one-on-one lessons, plus our other social networks. Go ahead and grab the ukulele, brain and attention span, follow me on in, and let's break this one down together. Come on and let's do it. Okay, so we saw in the intro rhythm A and rhythm B. What we're going to do is I'm going to teach you rhythm A, and then I'm going to teach you rhythm B, but I'm going to show you how I created rhythm B, because my goal with this lesson is that you are able to take another different rhythm that you're playing in another song and be able to transform it how I did. So we have an A, C sharp minor, B minor, A. And it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. So the strum pattern we're going to do sounds like this. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm playing my A, down, 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 up. 1, 1, 2, and a down, 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 up. When I get to the C sharp minor, it's the same thing. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, mute, down. Really slow. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, mute, down. 1, 2, and a 3, 4, and a 1, 2, and. Then you're going to do another down on the A, followed by a down, up, down, up. So it's like 1, 2, and do, 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 do. 1, 2, and 4, and a down, mute, down, 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 up, down, up. So when we strum through that, we get. Okay, so that's the strum pattern you'd normally play, and you're probably feeling pretty good about it. It sounds pretty cool, but we're going to turn it into this. Very, very cool, okay? So we make our A chord, and we're just going to, right, play the second fret of the G string. Again, low G, high G, unplugged, acoustic, whatever. This works on all ukuleles. If you have a high G, it's going to jump a little more and it's not going to sound exactly the same, but it's still going to sound very, very cool. And these concepts apply to your high G. So if you're playing a high G, don't be worried if it sounds different. That's okay. All right, so we get second fret of the G string, middle finger plucks the open A, and then my pointer finger will hit the E on the second beat. Now notice it's not 1 and 2, which would work. It's 1 E and a 2, 1 E and a 2. I'm letting it ring out, and then the second move is a little quicker. That just gives a little bit of swagger to it. Using those sixteenths instead of the eighths. Eighths, sixteenths. All right, do really whatever one's more comfortable with you when you're following along, but just note by letting this note ring out a little longer, and then playing it with the sixteenths, it adds just a little bit of coolness to it. Up to the C sharp minor. All right, so we hammer on from the 4th fret to the 6th fret, and then our index finger comes down and plays the 4th fret of the C string. If you make this chord, 6th fret is a chord tone, and the 4th fret is a chord tone. Now, C sharp minor 7. We're just hammering on from the 7th tone to the root, and then coming up. Also, maybe you never made this connection. C sharp minor, B minor, A minor. The C sharp minor is the same shape as the A minor, we just moved it up. This, like the nut here, functions kind of as your finger, all right? So when you're playing bar chords, you're just essentially moving this piece. You're just using your finger to do so. So if I can take my A minor and hammer on the 2nd fret, I'm doing the same thing. Hammering from 4 to 6, and then coming down and playing the 4th fret of the C string, which is a chord tone. So everything up to there we get. Really cool, right? So now we're going to play this B minor. Well, where does this B minor come from? This G minor here, this is the G note. That's the root note. You can move all these chords around the fretboard the same way we did with the A minor. You just have to know what this note is. So I want to find a B minor. G minor, A note, A minor, B note, B minor. So I find this B note, 7th fret of the E string, and I construct the same shape that I have for G minor just down here. 6, 7, 5. Okay? And what I'm going to do here is, after I do this riff, I'm going to get this B minor in position, and I'm actually going to play the 6th fret of the C string on the and before the B minor hits. Because if you remember, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm going to go 3 E and 4 and 1. By playing it on the 1, we're doing something called pushing the chord forward, anticipating the chord. We're playing the chord before the band does. That's a really, really cool effect because it's kind of like a moment of dissonance, but right then we're back in time together. So it's just anticipating it landing on that. It's kind of like boxing out in basketball, being in the right spot. So when you anticipate it and the whole band lands on it, it sounds really, really cool. And when the B minor comes around on the first beat, we're right there in position and we're going to play the 7th fret of the C, of the E, and the 5th fret of the A, finishing the B minor chord. So far we have. All right, so now we're going to play the A chord again. But the A chord is something you can find all across the fretboard. So you have an A here. This is a G chord, right? Again, a G note lets me know that this is a G chord. If I move it up 2 frets, it becomes an A chord. How do I know this is an A chord? Because this is an A note. With this particular shape, this is the root note. The root note is on the E string. So if I know where the root note of the chord is, I know how to move it. And that goes for all chords. A minor chord, A note. C sharp note, C minor. B note, B minor. B note, B minor. A note, A minor. When you learn a new chord, know where the root is. You're playing B flat for the first time, where's the B flat note? You're playing F minor for the first time, where's the F minor? If you know where the roots are, you know how to move the chords around the fretboard. So we get. That's really, really cool and really different than. So it goes around again, and we're going to do a different progression the next time around. What we're going to do sounds like this. This one's a little more basic. Take your A chord, and I'm just playing the E and the A strings. When you have these chords, you can do something called chord fragments. A triad is 3 notes, and we have 4 strings, so we're already playing 1 note twice. But if you want, you can play just 2 strings to imply the chord, and that's exactly what I'm doing. The A chord is A, C sharp, and E. But here I'm playing just the A note and the E note implying my A chord. And I let it ring out. When it goes to the C sharp minor, I'm going to play the same 2 notes here. I'm going to play the 4th fret of the E and the 4th fret of the A, which are both chord tones in my shape. If I wanted to, I could play the 6th fret of the G and the 4th fret of the C, or the 4th fret of the C and the 4th fret of the A. It doesn't really matter, but if you play 2 notes of these chords, the chord fragments, you still imply the chord. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the B minor, but I'm going to get my ring finger down here on the 4th fret and I'm going to pull off. Now, this note here is not in my chord. That would make it a B minor 9. But it's a cool extension, and I know that B minor 9 works here, so I make a B minor 9, and then I pull off. So I'm playing 2 and 4, but I'm pulling to 2-2, which is in my chord. So experiment and see what notes sound good. B minor 9, A7, A major 7. Experiment with these other extensions and see what sounds good. This one here, with this minor shape, you can always add this note a whole step above the root. Comes from the Dorian mode. And then right after that, I hit the mute, 1 and 2 and I finish right where I start with the open E and the A. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. We put these 2 rhythms together, we get all right, so we're going to go ahead and play that with a backing track now a couple of times in a row. After you feel confident with this, think about what we did. We talked about extensions. We talked about finding chords in different places. And we talked about hammering on and adding some flair that way, and getting out of the eighths and using 16th notes. So 16th notes, moving the chord shapes around, and with extensions with hammer-ons and pull-offs. Do that with your favorite progression. Take a progression that you love, find the chords in different places on the neck, and start there. Then go ahead and start to add a hammer-on, add a pull-off, suspend it, slide into it. And instead of just playing the finger picking with the 8th notes, experiment with some 16ths as well. You're not going to digest all of this overnight. It's going to take some time, but it's really, really good to start practicing with it now. Do it with as many progressions as you can, and it's just going to make more and more sense, and it's really going to take your rhythm playing to the next level, which is going to take your overall ukulele playing to the next level. All right, until next time, keep on rocking and rolling. Have a lovely day. 10thumbspro.com. Take care.